Julian, what's the first thing we need to do? Do you got your packet out? Can you read me step number 1? Do you got your packet out? Can you just read step number 1 from someone? Okay, Julian, is this a 1 right here? Yes, it is. What's the next step, UN? So here are my x's are on one side. UN, what do I do with that one? We subtract it. Raise your hand if you subtracted it. Good job. UN, what's left? Good, good. Angie, what do we do next? Okay, we got that. Go back to your notes from yesterday. There's like step number 6. It says set equal to 0. You can cross that off. I'll give you a hint. Angie, I need a formula that can help us get this yellow. Everyone talk to what? Say it. Okay, that's your standard form. We are going to use the A, B's, and C's. Talk to your partner. I need a formula. Ready, set, go. Angie, formula. B over 2 squared. Angie, what is our B value? Positive or negative? And Angie, what is half of negative 12? And what is negative 6 times negative 6? Positive 36. We need to add 36 to both sides. Raise your hand if you got that. This right here is called completing the square. This is the formula that's needed. Okay? So once you move over the 25 and leave a space right there, I like to put some kind of highlighter color or box that helps remind me I have to put something there. What do we do next, Amy? We do the x. What do you put in your x? Can you help me write the binomial squared? And if you put those together, you get what? X minus 6. Yeah. And Amy, negative 25 plus 36? 11. So I didn't skip a step. You can go from here to there. They call this a perfect trinomial square. How do you know you're doing this correctly? You have the same number in your X box. Okay? Good job, Amy. Diana? We're going to take the square root. All right, Diana, tell us what's left. Okay. Cross them off. Now what? Ultimate test right here. 11 or radical 11? Raise your hand if you got that. Some mistakes are not having their plus or minus, and the other mistakes are the radical sign goes away. Okay, don't forget those. Good job, Diana. Yulissa? Add 6 to both sides. Yulissa, where's the 6 go? To the left of the plus or minus? To the right of the plus or minus? Or to the right of the radical 11? To the left. So this would be x equals 6 plus or minus radical 11. Okay. I want to highlight that this is called an exact answer. Everyone say that. Exact answers are radicals or fractions. I like those better. Students want to run to the calculator because they think, oh, that's the answer. No, it's not. This actually estimates, right? You never want an estimation. You want something that's exact. Does that make sense? Let's put that in your calculator because it does tell us to determine the roots of each quadratic equation. My clean square, rounding your answers to the nearest hundredth. Show me with your fingers, how many decimal places is 100th? It's 2. You look at the third one to help you get the second one. Okay? Let's do that together. I have an ordinary calculator here. And I'm going to do 6 plus radical 11. 6 plus, the radical sign is over here by the 7. It's in yellow, so on this calculator I have to press second x squared. Now, some of your calculators don't have math type. Math type is that you can kind of put it all together here and just press enter. If you don't have math type on your calculator, you can press 11 radical, don't touch it, and then press plus 6 and then enter. If I round that to the nearest hundredth, what's the answer, class? 9.32. So I'm looking at the third number. This is 5 or higher, so this number goes up. If it was 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1, what does it do? Does it go down? It stays, right? So 9.32 is one of our answers. Let's get the second one. 6 minus. So this is really two solutions. And what you're doing is now you're doing 6 minus a radical 11. In class, if you round that to the nearest hundredth, what do you get? 2.68. So we have our solutions rounded to the nearest hundredth, and we also have an exact answer. Does anyone have a calculator that can't do this? I'll show it to you. Anybody? Does yours do that? You don't know? Yeah. I'll see that one. So notice how I can't do 6 plus radical. See, what it did is it took the square root of 6. So on this calculator, is that the clear button? So I'm going to press 11, and then I'm going to take the square root of that number. I'm not going to touch the calculator. And I'm going to do plus 6. And that gives me the answer that I need to do. Does that make sense? Let me do the minus one now. 11, square root of the number. And then I'm going to do plus, pay attention, plus negative 6. This is the negative sign. Make you just remember the number. 3.32. And then add it to 6. Or we're subtracting 6? 6 minus 3.32. Hey. 6 minus 3.32. There it is. We're okay? Awesome.